In a recent interview, Tyler Perry he basically said that Prince Harry Meghan Markle, quote, called me for help like a therapist after stepping down from royal duties. This is exactly what he said in this interview recently. There are a few things that you have to understand. Number one is that this call or the therapy session, quote unquote, that took place between Meghan Harry and Tyler Perry, it happened in 2020. Now, the year is very, very important. The number 2020 is very, very important for two reasons. Number one, this is the year he got a divorce, or I don't know if he was married or not, but he got separated from his wife. And number two, this is the same year when Meghan and Harry, they stepped down from the royal duties. I want you to understand the whole picture. One hand, you have a person whose family is broken. On the other hand, you have another couple who also broke away from their family members, the monarchy. And so when they met both these parties, they found a perfect match. Now, Tyler Perry, he said it was a call like a therapist call. Meghan wanted some counseling and this and that. This shows Tyler Perry's his dislike about the monarchy, his being so naive to believe every story Meghan was telling him. Shame on you, Tyler Perry. He should have verified all of the information. Meghan Markle, she came to California in 2020, living in his mansion. She had a need. So she would not leave any stone unturned to convince him that I need a place and I'm a victim. It worked perfectly, just like it worked with Oprah, it worked with a lot of people. Even, I would say, Spotify. This is how she got the deal. She convinced them that, you know what, you get good deal, you get good view, and your profit will go up. This is the same technique, the manipulation, the narcissistic behavior she demonstrated to Tyler Perry. And he was also not having his wife or girlfriend, whatever, by his side. And so he decided, you know what, I'm going to be listening to them, what they have to say. So it is not very surprising to me at all that he actually spoke to Meghan Markle, and he was very, very compassionate with her because he needed himself some therapy. It was not just Meghan was receiving therapy, as he said, but it was also him receiving some therapy because he was going some tough time. Now, this is another very, very important point. He has a son. His name is Aman. He was born in 2014. Tyler Perry, by peddling Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's victimhood, by promoting it and frankly talking about it in public, acknowledging that yes, they are the victim, yes, they lost a lot, they were not taken care of by the monarchy, he is definitely supporting them without any condition. When his son Aman will grow up, I think that's what you call Aman, would Tyler Perry want a role model like Meghan and Harry, who ditched their own family members, who cut ties off with her father, who Harry cut ties off with his father? This is what Tyler Perry needs to be really, really careful about. That when his son will grow up, he doesn't want Meghan and Harry to be his role model. If he doesn't want that, then why make a big buzz about it? Why you talk in front of cameras and give interviews and show your care for Meghan and Harry? Okay, you care for them as a human being. Okay, we understand you have a heart. That's okay, handy dandy. But why you go that extra mile to mention about Meghan and Harry, what you did to them and how nice they were? Let's take a listen at this, let's take a look at this article. Meghan Markle Prince Harry called me for help like a therapist after stepping down from the royal family. So Tyler Perry is opening up about his friendship with Meghan and Harry that followed after she and Prince Harry stepped down as working members of the British royal family in January 2020. In a new episode of Let's Talk Off Camera podcast, Tyler Perry revealed that he had sent over a note to Meghan saying that he is there to talk. Why, if she ever needs anything, quote unquote. Why so much care? For what reason? Okay, let's take a look. The actor and filmmaker was in conversation with Kelly Ripa on Wednesday's episode of our Let's Talk Off Camera podcast when he said, I sent them a note and just said, if you ever need anything. What do you mean by if you need anything? I'm here. And she called months later and just talked to me like I was a therapist you talk to, and we just had a great conversation. Then again, more and more care. Talk very proudly about Meghan and Harry. He further added, it is very important for people in this business to have a safe place to land. In this business, like what kind of business? Celebrity business? Well, they were never celebrities, Tyler Perry. I do not know what he meant when he said in this kind of business. Are they Hollywood couple? No, not at all. Meghan could never even make it to the Hollywood. What kind of business he's talking about? Like, this guy is just so delusional. To have a place where they can just trust and talk freely and get advice that's not going to be biased or from somebody who wants something from them. Well, this is the problem. I mean, when you say that they need somebody to talk to freely and get advice, this is exactly what Thomas Markle, he wanted to give to Meghan Markle. As I said, it was not Thomas's fault when the paparazzi got information from him. He was actually very, very protective of Meghan Markle. So Meghan Markle could have gotten that advice. Maybe not Thomas Markle, okay, she doesn't like him at all. But what about her brother, Thomas Markle Jr.? He said, Meghan, come on, come back to the family. I'm not against you. What about Samantha Markle lying about her? So when he talks about Tyler Perry, that they need to have somebody to talk freely, okay, talk freely, then what they did? They went to Oprah Winfrey interview. They did not talk in private. They made it public. Tyler Perry's effort to keep everything private for them, for the safety and security of them, you will read more in a second. It actually backfired. I mean, it did not pan out at all. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, they did exactly the opposite in just a few months when they went to Oprah Winfrey interview and talked about everything. So Tyler Perry, he was trying to be protective and wanted to give them a safe place, only to find out that a few months after that, these grifters will go on a privacy tour. He also said that both Meghan and Harry hid in his Beverly Hills mansion for a long time, and it was a great time because the paparazzi did not have a clue about the couple's whereabouts. Now, not only that the paparazzi know, but every single one of us, we know where they live. So again, Tyler Perry was protecting a couple who did not really want to be protected. They wanted the whole world to believe they are victim. That's all they wanted. Because once they establish themselves as the victim, then they can raise money for that. And this is exactly how they are making money, writing books, showing or explaining to the whole world, telling the whole world that we are victim. We want privacy. And so people are buying those books, people are watching those Netflix docu-series and making millions of money in return. I mean, Netflix is benefiting, and Meghan and Harry, they signed up to sell their privacy for $100 million with Netflix. Tyler Perry did not see any of this coming. So he is absolutely, what he's saying, unbelievable. Earlier this year, Prince Harry's memoir sparked media headlines. The coronation ceremony was the first time when Harry was seen with the royal family after the release of his memoir. The family was always forgiving. The monarchy always wanted him to be back and just reconcile. Now they want an apology, Tyler Perry. What about that? Do you agree that a father and a older brother will apologize to a guy like Prince Harry? Do you think he's just an angel, innocent, clueless?